Hi, Ira.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to People and Legal.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So yeah, tell me about your position at the moment.
If I start from the beginning, I qualified as a lawyer in India, and after that, I worked in the energy sector for more than 5 years.
Yes.
And it was an amazing experience. I think energy is so essential
Yeah.
to any economy, especially India, which is striving for energy security
Yes.
and trying to balance the energy trilemma, which is energy security, sustainability
Yeah.
for its huge population.
Yeah.
So, however, since we are moving towards renewable energy and we have to committed our NDCs for the Paris Agreement,
Yes.
moving into renewable space becomes very important, especially for India. So that's why I moved to UK last year to study renewable energy.
Yes.
And because UK is one of the pioneer, they have been leading in this space. For a couple of years, they closed their last coal power plant in Nottingham, if I'm not wrong. Yes. So I think this is the best place to learn. And in terms of legal tech, for which we are here today at Legal Tech Talk 2026, I think they are leading here as well in a lot of technologies, especially in the legal sector. And it's not just 𝗟𝗲𝗴𝗹 or Lego. There are so many upcoming technologies that I got to know today. And I think that was the main reason I moved to UK.
Wow, fantastic! And what are some of the trends that you've noticed in this year's Legal Tech Talks? What are the vendors coming up with that are applicable to your renewable energy quest?
Yes, so till now, the spaces I had explored for legal tech were contract drafting, legal research, or managing documents. But in this conference, what I also figured that there are startups and firms which are also managing your legal spend. Because legal spend is a big function and issue in many organizations. You have to budget it every year and then to track it across different sectors and in a big organization across different jurisdictions, it becomes a tedious task. So I was very surprised and glad to know about the softwares that we can use to track our legal spend. And so that was something new for me today.
Okay. And do you see that trend? Do you see that trend continuing, where like people are needing tools to control those costs?
Yes, to my surprise, many organizations are already using it worldwide, and it's not something new. But for many countries and spaces, it might be new. And so it will be good for me to share it with my audience.
Yeah. And do you find that there's obviously a lot of hot topic of AI. Do you find that's like chewing up a lot of the budget as well?
Yes, I think now people are making space for AI in their budgets, and that's really essential. There was a lot of resistance in the beginning, but I think we all have passed that stage. Everybody has to accept it, embrace it, and move with it. If I talk from organization's perspective, if they are hiring law firms to do their work, they know that it's partly being done by AI. So they account that in the budget, or when they hire the lawyers and the counsels. So that is an element that has come into the negotiation rooms. And also, it is mandatory for law firm to disclose to their clients how much of that is being done through AI, so that they are aware of the repercussions or any liabilities. You make a valid point that now companies are budgeting that for not just for legal tech, but for other tech as well.
Yes, and specifically on going back to the topic of renewable energy, I mean, that's a topic that's quite close to me as well. What parallels do you see between the UK technology in renewables? What parallels do you see that applying to India, to the Indian economy as well? Like in terms of the same technology, like obviously the UK has wind, it has some solar. Do you see that applying India a lot?
Yes, I think a lot of renewable depends on your geographical space. So in UK has the advantage of wind. So I recently visited the Brighton wind farm on this last weekend, and it was wonderful to see. They have a 400 megawatt wind farm with around 20-30 windmills, each of 1.2 megawatt. And it was an experience to know how they have maintained it and how they are making the most of it. And as a consumer, as a common man, we feel, oh, it's so windy, the weather is so unfavorable, and we get into a very not so pleasant mood. But for the grid, it's a bad news. We need wind. So on a windy day, you should be happy.
Yeah.
And so that's a perspective I got there. But comparing it to India, in India, we have a lot of land space and we are a tropical country. So the sun is shining. We have one of the largest solar park in India, in Rajasthan. India has its upsides on the solar energy. UK has its upside on the wind. However, when it comes to renewable energy, financing is the bottleneck. So, yes, so I think the more funding we get, the faster the technologies will move. But I think both the countries are doing well on their own economy.
Yeah, I wasn't aware actually that that the funding was a bottleneck. I would have thought, I would have assumed, and that's probably because of my own lack of knowledge, that I would have assumed that it would be, that the money would just automatically flow because it's quite profitable. Obviously, you build the infrastructure, and the ongoing maintenance costs are quite low. So so I would have thought the money. What is the bottleneck in finance?
Sorry.
What is the perceived blocker to getting more finance for these projects?
I think when we compare countries, we need to compare the demand as well.
Yeah, right.
So in India, there's a huge demand of electricity as compared to UK.
Yes.
So to meet that demand sustainably, and when if you see the summer months, the energy demand is really high. It's one of the highest months, peak demand months in India.
Yeah.
So there we just cannot rely on renewable wind and solar. We need to rely on coal, and so that's why we are trying to sign up more and more deals with the banks, world banks. There are PSUs, specialized banks which only cater to power financing.
Oh, okay.
And even the rate of interest are lower for renewable projects, to boost the construction and development of renewable projects in India. But in UK, I really learned about asset swap financing and new concepts of financing. And one of the financing models I recently learned at Linklaters, where they were trying to build their nuclear power plant. But what happens is the investor earns once the plant is running. But with the new model of finance, the investor can start earning from the day the construction starts, because the consumer's bills have a component which already starts paying for that.
Okay.
That model is new, and it is Sizewell, I think, Sizewell nuclear power plant in UK.
Yes.
That is
on the
being
South
funded.
Coast.
That is being funded that way.
Okay.
So it's a new financing model which can be, if successful and if regulatory measures permit, can be replicated into India and adjoining nations.
Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. And just to close off, I mean, you're here at Legal Tech Talks 2026. How do you see this applying applying to the future of renewable energy? What's going to be the big game changer for you?
I think it is about the small things that they can make it easier for us. For me, I think project financing, as we were discussing, is a crucial project. One of the crucial elements in project financing is land due diligence. Any renewable project needs a lot of land. And to get that land, you due diligence with the HM land revenue, and that takes a lot of time. But I saw so many softwares and companies here which help you with that. They have satellite access. They have such good technology that it makes it easier for you to scan the land, get the documents, check the fallacies in the documents. And they're so well organized. I think 𝗷𝘂𝘀𝘆 is one of them, which I was visiting today. The real estate part's so much easier for us. That project financing can be done more easily, vigorously, and we can achieve our COP goals more easily and faster.
Amazing. Well, thanks very much for your time today, Ira.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.